Damas y caballeros, welcome to En Mis Tiempos. I'm one of your hosts, George. Como dijo Dak Prescott, here we go. I'm here today with Adrian and Alfredo. How's it going, guys?
You're a little too fucking excited
Hey,
today.
man,
What the hell?
I'm excited. You know what? I'm excited to bring that.
You're upset you missed out last week.
I am, actually. After hearing this day, Luis do the intro, I was like, nah.
That's my job.
He nailed it.
That's my job.
That's my job. And he's like, Damas y caballeros, welcome to En Mis Tiempos. I'm like, dude,
Well, that's
come on.
how I
need
hope
some
you would
energy.
do it sometimes. You're like Jacobo from that other podcast that we're not going to talk about anymore this week.
Oh, I don't
We
know.
talked about it too much last week.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I had a lot of complaints about last week's. But anyways, and this week's guest, Dorian. Welcome to the podcast.
Wait, are you going to go by Dorian or Dorian?
Oh, what do you go by?
Who are your listeners? Who are our listeners? Are we mostly?
You.
Yeah, but I'm a long time lurker. You know all that shit. But but who's mostly listening? Are they bilingual?
People. Bilingual.
Yeah, bilingual.
Okay.
One person in Asia, I believe.
Yeah.
One person.
We figured out who the fuck that is yet. But
So
thank you
let's-
for listening.
Somebody's listening.
Let's make it easy on everyone. If we're gonna do this in English, I'll be Dorian.
All right,
Dorian.
Dorian.
All right,
Dorian
Dorian.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
All right.
I felt like I had to bring the energy because last weekend I didn't feel it.
It wasn't
So,
a lot, man. It was kind of
hard.
weird.
It was
coming back.
hard getting back into it.
How could you not? You walk into this place and we got like new furniture and stuff, new
It's the
lights.
same furniture.
Yeah.
No, wait, this was no. Are these the ones you brought?
It's
Well,
not
that's
furniture.
not furniture.
Well, I mean, it's a piece.
Welcome back, George. It's good to have you, man.
Oh,
You know, I do want to say one thing before we start. You guys are always picking on George, man.
Because he says shit like that,
and
dude.
George-
Like, what the fuck?
And my man George is just expressing himself, and he's not really.
That's
You
more.
know that.
I
I
know.
what do you call that? Those sound things that you got on the ceiling. What do you call those?
They're
And-
acoustical panels.
panels.
Sound
which are
back.
like-
Goddamn,
whatever you wanna
dog.
call 'em.
That's
The
great
furniture.
for you that you know that those are acoustical
That I know
panels.
words.
But
They're
George
fine
and I
panels for
walk in
acoustics.
here and we're like, God damn, it looks like the Matrix in this bitch. and I don't think that he should make fun of. He should be made fun of for that. Hey George, I appreciate the lack of filter, and I
About
appreciate
time we
your.
got somebody on here that defended you, man.
Wow.
You feel good about yourself now?
I do. I
I'm sorry,
always do.
George. I take that back. I'm saving my insult for later.
When Dorian's not here.
Yeah. No, just later in the podcast.
Okay, that's cool.
Like, he's waiting for me to say something else.
That was kind of quick too. Like,
Yeah,
we
right
just
off the
started.
bat.
He's not that smart. You know what? I'm sorry too. I'll save some for later as well.
I've listened to a lot of these podcasts, and man, if there's there's a few constants in them, and one of them is you guys love to rag on my boy George, man. George of the Jungle, and all my man is trying to do is just express himself and
Trying to give this podcast some flavor.
Some levity.
I'll
All
leave
right.
it at that.
Let's
keep
get
going.
let's get your jersey out of the way.
Okay.
Aquí way.
All right. For
Point
people
it-
watching,
point it at George.
don't point it at me, please.
You know
Come
he's a
on.
Chivas fan, right?
oh George, I'm so sorry for you, brother. I'm so sorry for you, George.
That's why it was so bad. I actually bet like my hair at first, but so thankfully San Francisco actually helped me on that one. But it's a long story. I bet two games and I lost the second one. I won the first one, so they evened out. Anywho,
But
Yeah.
you bet your hair on both games?
on the
So you're gonna cut your hair twice?
And the first one I bet we bet something else. I think it was $100 or something like that. It was $100.
So you bet your hair on the Niner game?
No, I bet my hair on the Pumas game. Pumas and Chivas.
Well, why aren't you bald right now?
Right.
Because I won the 49er game.
So you bet your hair twice.
So instead of getting $100, I was like, you don't have to pay me and I don't have to cut my hair.
I would have taken that money.
Yeah, and cut my hair.
And cut my hair?
I'm
Hair grows
surprised.
back.
I,
They
was
don't
thinking
grow on
I
trees.
can't
I'm a
cut
little
my hair.
I'm a little upset because you bet that, and then we tried to do that for the podcast, and you
Yeah,
wouldn't do
you
it.
wouldn't do it.
I didn't think we were going to lose, to be honest. I mean, Pumas are like, I don't know. I didn't expect Chivas to lose twice.
What were you going to say about Pumas?
Nothing.
It's okay, brother. It's okay. I've heard it all, man. You can let that go. One thing I will say though
can
is
let that
we
go.
started out this podcast and me kind of coming to your defense and
It
wait,
turned on
let's-
you right away.
Oh, no, I'm not
bro.
trying to.
Hey.
No. One thing I just want to say is you bet 2 bets, collect your bet, and then pay your debt like a man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like I would have shaved my fucking hair.
I would have made you shave your head.
I would have done it.
I'll give you an extra 100.
But you got a real nice friend over there that'll let you know. So you want to call it even? Yeah, let's call it even.
I mean, he's the one that brought it up first. I was like, whatever, I lost. But that was after the first one. And then during the second game on the second goal, after the second goal, I was like, whatever, you know what? Dude, get the what is it called? The
Clippers?
The Clippers.
But
But
some Clippers, by the way. I don't know where I can get some good ones.
the store?
Amazon.
Amazon?
Probably gonna go to a beauty supply store. Like get some legit Clippers.
No.
For what? For your beard?
For all of it.
Are you gonna shave again?
Don't you just shave?
Well, but like right now it's growing. I can't take the shaver to my head right now. I need clippers first.
Why don't you buy that thing that goes like, it goes kind of like in between your fingers?
Yeah.
They go like this. Yeah. You don't have that?
Yeah. Was it like whipped cream?
You do have that?
Yeah.
Oh.
So when I keep it shaved, that's what I use. But right now it's grown out, and then for the beard too, and then I just need a good set of.
Go for the Philips Multigroom 7000. So they have different levels.
Just make that up.
No, because I own the 5000.
Okay.
They have different levels. The 7000, and that's the one that does body and hair, or body and beard. But for what you're describing, it'll do that too. Yeah, that's what you need, especially if you've got the handheld that goes all the way around, and you need something to knock it down to get it ready for that. Hey, yeah, you guys know who John Batiste is?
Yes.
Sounds.
Attaboy, George. Shout out to George.
He has no clue who's
No.
John Batiste.
Hold on. Isn't it the
Shout out to George.
He played.
He's right here.
He played in a late night. He played in a late night show.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He's the band leader for the.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was. You're right. You're absolutely right, George. He was the band leader for the late show with Stephen Colbert.
I didn't know he did that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he recently he recently dropped a documentary on Netflix, and in one of the episodes, or not the episodes, but during the documentary, he shaved his girlfriend's head.
I was wondering how they tied into the fucking Clippers.
Yeah, if you just wait, I'll get there.
Yeah, I was waiting.
So he's shaving now. John Batiste, come on, man. He's got So he's got the dough. So he's shaving his girlfriend's hair because she's about to go through leukemia and chemo, and he's using the Philips Norelco. I don't know if it's the 5000 or the 7000 series because physically they look identical.
Yeah,
but he's using one of those. So John Batiste uses the same instrument that I use.
Wow,
to trim my beard. Yeah, and you should too. There,
he just got a Grammy, I think, for
what?
That cartoon movie that he made. It's about him and his band.
Did he?
Yeah,
I haven't seen the movie, but
so if anybody out there listening, John Batiste is a New Orleans musician. That's where he grew up, and he then went to study at Juilliard, and then ended up getting the job for band leader for the Stephen Colbert Show, and he's married to a musician also, but she got diagnosed for leukemia or with leukemia at 22, and the yeah, and then
is it the multi-groom or the body grooms?
It's you got to go with the multi-groom, man, because you also want to manscape at the same time, right?
Well, it's cheaper. I would feel like the.
I would feel cheap.
I'm going to give you the cheat code, brother. CVS sells them both, and all the time they send me 30 to 40% off coupons. So and that applies to those products. So get the multi-groom. Get the one that does your whole body, not just your beard or your head.
I'm pretty sure you can use a discount code Cyber something. Something. I always look up promo codes on.
Just want to point out that Dorian just dropped a bunch of facts. So Luis being here doesn't.
Hey, Luis,
matter.
I do have to say, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, Luis, I was hoping I'd get to see you again, man, and I was looking forward to some Pegasus beer, but
ooh,
what are you gonna do, huh? You get to come on this podcast once, and you hope that the whole team is on the field, and then Luis is,
See, I'm glad I'm here this week.
All right, it's ordered.
There's no way you just ordered that.
Oh, sure it did.
No, it's good enough for John Batiste. It's good enough for Hobbit.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Grammy Award winner.
Yeah.
I can't believe y'all didn't think I knew him.
I honestly didn't. I thought he was a wrestler. That he was
I thought he was a wrestler.
Band
first.
leader for. Well, it's not. I knew he was a musician, but not.
And don't feel bad, Alfredo, because I didn't know that either until I saw the documentary. I didn't know that was Stephen Colbert's band leader. But man, that guy is gifted, very, very.
Yeah, he's
gifted.
a legit musician. Yeah. He's a very well respected musician. I just didn't know he was a fucking band leader. Thing.
Where's this documentary at?
Netflix.
Yeah. What's it called? Because I need something to watch. Like, I need something good to watch. Is this?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, okay. When you say something good to watch, that could be subjective. So, in this documentary, expect to feel some shit, man. Like, expect some tears. You got a heart. I know you, Adrian. Expect that it's gonna be that kind of thing where it's humanity. It's and the actual documentary is
it's called American Symphony.
Yeah, it's called American Symphony, and it's two ends of a spectrum. When she starts the chemo again for the second time because she got diagnosed with it at 22, she started again, I guess, at 32, and she literally starts the treatment again at the same time he is announced for 11 Grammy nominations. So you have this opposite ends of the spectrum where he's on this huge high and she's going through this just it sucks, man.
Complement each other.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it's kind of a story of how you deal with life's the opposite ends of the spectrum in your relationship and how you deal with that. It's very it was great to witness the humanity in that, and also someone who is that famous and successful, bro. They go through shit just like we do. He talks to his therapist during the 1 hour and 30-minute documentary. They show him talking to his therapist at least 3 times, and he's going through it, man, and he's human just like us. So we're going through our grind, but even if you're a multi-millionaire musician,
that makes it a little easier.
It does. It does.
I mean,
he's got psychiatrist money.
Right. We just fucking drink about it.
Hey, I'm be real with y'all. I started therapy not too long ago, and we all have therapy money. I guarantee you, if you have money to do this, you have money to do the therapy.
Yeah, but this is more fun.
It does taste better. It does taste better, man. It does. I'm with you. But this is temporary, man. And this is usually a coping mechanism to kind of numb whatever shit you're going through.
Has it helped you? You think?
The therapy?
Yeah.
Oh,
I always talking about it if it hadn't.
No, yeah. I've always thought I felt like I need some, but at the same time, I'm like one of those type of people that no, I don't want to.
It helps, man. Yeah, it helps. I don't know your specific background, your upbringing. Childhood has a lot to do with it. Childhood, but for me, man, it's helped. I've gone to couples counseling twice. It helped each time, and also 2 different relationships. Right, couples counseling helped both times, and when I started for my own, immediately helped. 1 session.
How did it help on both relationships?
Unless you're in both relationships still.
Please.
I'm just asking. Still a curiosity.
I'm curious. No. I'm curious in what way, did it?
Yeah, it gives you insight into so your reality is yours, and it's an aggregate of all your life experiences. Mm-hmm. They help you process things in a way that tells you, hey, you think this, but in reality, what's really happening is this other thing, and it's not so bad. So they give you perspective that, and I think one of the most, especially as it relates to couples counseling, one of the things that's most valuable in that is the objective piece. The objective piece that the person that you're going to couples counseling with doesn't know you, doesn't know your girlfriend. They don't give a shit. Yeah. All they're trying to do is give you some perspective and give you some ideas of things that might help. That I think was the most helpful thing that it kind of removes, if I come talk to you about an issue I have with my girl, well, you're kind of already
going through your own things or something like that.
So not just that, but he's kind of already on my side because he's my friend, and I've known him for 10 plus years.
No, if he's your real friend, he won't. He'll be like, you know what?
Yeah. You're the problem now.
You're right. You're right, but you never really know. Well, and if you go to someone that's a complete stranger, and both people give their versions of it, man, it's super.
So
super
that
sad.
first one, did it help you realize, hey, maybe we're not supposed to be with each other, or did it help it extend the relationship and then it just broke up for
it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. The way it works is usually when people go to couples counseling, they're trying to work on something, and they're trying to maybe get through an issue that they can't get through themselves. So if you had an argument and you guys don't see each other on the same page, that you don't understand each other's perspective, and you're kind of at an impasse. And then you go to this couples counselor because you still love each other. You know you still love each other, but you don't kind of know how to get through this roadblock. So you go to the couples counselor, and you each one of you tells them two things. One, how we feel about each other. Two, what is our reality now? And then the couples counselor starts giving out ideas and suggestions, things you can do to help their relationship. So one of the most helpful parts is that person is impartial, and that's both times I've been. It was just a great help.
Cool. I was just curious about that. Same thing you were thinking.
You need. Are you the type that doesn't want to go to therapy because I don't know, you feel like you got your life together, or like you know what you got going through?
No. I'm not against. I don't feel like I need to go to a therapy and I'm going to get a million fucking people telling me that I'm wrong. Yeah. But not for the reasons that you think that I don't. I need to go to therapy. I don't think my life is perfect. I don't think I got it all figured out. But I think I have the tools necessary to work through the problems.
That you can do it yourself, type of thing.
And it wouldn't hurt me to go to therapy. Yeah, I'm not against it at all. But I think some people need it more than others.
Oh, definitely. Well, I agree with that one.
I wish I would have done it like 10 years ago, man. For real. I really wish I would have
done it like 10 years ago too.
Yeah, no, man. It's especially not so much with friendships. Not so much with friendships, because I know how to be a good friend.
I was talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
And those right there.
Not so much with friendships, but in relationships, man. Yeah, in relationships, it would have benefited me so much to do this 10 years ago. Would have been a much better partner, much better person in a relationship. But hey, man, whenever you can get it. I mean, whenever you get to it. Yeah, better late than never. That's right. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. Well, fuck, that was our sports moment.
That was our sports moment? No, hold on.
It started with sports. I don't know how the fuck we ended up. She was lost. I was going to talk about the Niners, the Cowboys.
Texas Rangers, like, I didn't give them, like, the...
It's you should have been here last week.
They deserved to have a bigger...
Buddy. It's cool.
Bigger what?
No, see something better than just, Texas Rangers are champions. Like, yeah, first time in their history. Come on. I don't know. This is like... Huh?
Hey, well, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I wish I was at the parade. I didn't make it to the parade because of my job. But other than that, no, yeah. Need tickets for next season.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. The only sport thing we should be talking about, debating, is the Florida State being out.
Oh, we got to talk about that. Well, do you follow college football at all?
Absolutely not. I do not.
You know how it works, sports.
There's you don't watch sports?
No. What? No, come on, George. No, I don't watch college sports, man. Shirt. Do not watch college sports. For the simple reason that I have enough with NFL and really, if you guys know soccer, there's a lot of shit going on year round for me to have to keep up with something else. Plus, I didn't attend a college that had a.
That's really the reason I don't.
Because you didn't
college sports, because I didn't go to college, so I feel kind of weird, but. I do keep up with it, and I do like football. So
yeah, I don't watch it as much as NFL, but I know what's going on, and I know how it works,
and it sucks.
Understand?
I think everybody knows it sucks.
I feel like I can. Well, I never supported any college, and then someone I knew started playing for the Longhorns, so I was like, okay, now I got a reason to follow a college team, right? So now I follow the Longhorns.
Did you ever get that guy to come on here?
No.
It's nothing but
Because
promises.
I heard that. Remember I said in a long time lurker?
Yeah.
I heard about the guy that you knew and through someone.
Yeah, I'll bring him on. I'll bring him on one of these days.
One day.
I'll bring him on.
So anyway, are you gonna explain how it works?
Well, they have a committee that votes on who the top teams in college. They kind of rank them, and at the end of the year, the final ranking determines who goes to the playoffs. But there's only four teams that go to the playoffs out of hundreds of fucking colleges, which is stupid. But it's very subjective, right? Because
I went to this college.
Right.
Well, it's ranked by like how difficult your
strength of
schedule is.
The eye, they call it the eye test. Whether you look good. One thing is to win a game. One thing is to look good winning the game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that they take into consideration, supposedly, right? But this year, it was a very close race to the end. There was a bunch of undefeated teams going into the last week of the season, and then a few of them lost, and there was only two. It's Michigan.
I think it's
Michigan and Washington are undefeated, so they're 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's no controversy there. It's 3-4. It's 3 and 4, and then everybody came after that, right? Ohio State and Georgia were 1 and 2, going back and forth most of the year until one of them lost, whatever. And then there's Florida State. Florida State plays in a major conference against real opponents, and they're undefeated. And they got left out for Texas and Alabama.
You think it's wrong?
I don't think there are two bigger college programs in the country. Like, they have the more fans and more money
Texas and Florida.
than Texas and Alabama.
Oh, Alabama.
And that's why they got in. The thing is, like, they're making it make sense because Florida State's quarterback got hurt a few weeks back, so they're playing with a backup quarterback. It's college football. There's no backup quarterbacks. It's just the next guy up, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's fucking pissed off about it, except for Alabama because they got in.
They get it.
Whatever. But yeah, that's how it works. It sucks. Nobody likes it.
So y'all think Florida should have gotten in?
I think if they're being fair, yes.
But I mean, from what I've heard, is like if they would have gotten in, they were going to lose regardless.
Yeah, everybody.
Two of those teams are going to lose regardless.
Well, I mean, but
they earned
for
it.
sure. Okay, they earned it. But I mean, you want to see a better game than just see someone just lose, get.
What I want
to
see is a 12, 16, whatever, 24-game playoff, 24-team playoff.
Well, that's true.
So that we don't have this conversation every fucking year.
That's true.
One of the arguments was last year they let TCU in,
right?
And TCU got blown out by Georgia, like 50-70.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So they were like, we let them in because they were undefeated or whatever.
But they won the first game. They were in the final. They were in the championship.
Yeah.
So they got them into the top 4, and then they got blown out by the eventual champion. It happens.
That's
whatever.
Nobody wants to watch that.
But who's to say it's not going to happen this year?
Well, wait, what do you mean? Like
it doesn't matter. Two of those teams are going to win, and two of those teams are going to lose. The same thing happened last year in the first week of the playoffs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So TCU, the guys they let in, won a game against the top 3 team because they were the last one in. And then they lost in the championship. It happens. And sometimes there are blowouts.
Now, how do you decide which college team you want to follow and what you want to watch? Because by what you just said, the frustrating part is how do you decide which one gets in? Well, the second part to that, and the reason I don't follow it is because, if I was to try to figure out which school was good and who I should watch and who should get in and there's different conferences, it's just there's a lot going on. There's what?
Just be a homer. That's what I am.
Oh man, I'm trying to live my life, man.
Just
a homer. Just fucking root for Texas, root for TCU, for any Texas team.
Oh, yeah, that's what I did.
I heard just be home more. I was like, nah, I can't do that.
I thought you said homer también. I thought you said
do your homework.
Homer.
I'm like,
Homer, like Homer Simpson.
Homer.
Be a homer. Be a homer. Root for the home team.
Okay.
I thought you said do your homework.
I heard that too, but that sounded kind of rude. So I was like, no, he wouldn't say that.
No,
we all heard different things.
Yeah,
I heard just be home more. I don't want to do that.
Nobody wants to do that.
No, you don't.
I need to get out. I love home, but I need to get out there.
So be a homer and just follow all your.
Unless you like a team. So I grew up liking Notre Dame because when I was growing up in the 90s, Notre Dame was fucking badass, and they have cool uniforms, and they were on TV every week. So that was a team. That was the team we watched. There was no cable. Or whatever, but Notre Dame always has a TV contract.
In the movie Rudy.
And then there was Rudy.
What movie?
Rudy.
So I just grew up a Notre Dame fan.
This is why people make fun of you, George.
Hey, okay, now you're attacking me.
Welcome to the club. It didn't take long.
George's face. George's face. What?
Rudy?
And Dorian was just staring at him like,
Oh man, I was trying to see if he was
real
trolling me.
hard. I'm
I was
trying
trying to
real
figure out
hard.
if I was trying to figure out if he was trolling me, but it turns out he wasn't.
No, I'm not.
You've never seen the movie Rudy?
I've never seen that.
Sorry, brother.
You said Rudy, right?
How old are you?
31.
Ruby.
I mean, he was born. He was like 2 years old when Rudy came out or some shit like that.
See, and that's the thing. Like,
no, bullshit.
Can you be mad at
Yes,
George
you
for
can.
not knowing about that?
How old were you when Scarface came out? Okay, then.
Mm.
You know what movie? Wait, what was that movie called? With Doc Holiday.
Back to the Future.
Scarface came out in 1983. Have you seen Scarface?
No, Doc Holiday. Yes, I've seen Scarface.
So
Okay.
that's not an excuse. Rudy is like a classic sports movie. Like
Okay.
you have to watch.
All right, fine. I'm watching.
Stupid. It's not true, but it's a classic.
It is based on a true story, by the way.
It's loosely based on
The
a true
So
story.
what's based
the guy
on a true
exists.
story?
That guy exists.
Yeah, he's definitely.
So is a made up story based on the story? On the story?
Yeah, just
Well,
like
whatever people
everything.
like-
Every movie that's based on a true story is a fake story based on a true story.
Ah, okay.
It's embellished.
Yeah,
I saw the what's that football movie with the
Friday Night Lights.
Blindsided?
Oh, the
Blind
blind
Side.
side.
I saw the Blindsided where documentary. I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. It's pretty short. They could have done it longer, maybe more.
well, they've been in the
episodes.
news, so they don't have to.
Yeah, it's true.
So I haven't seen that.
it's pretty good.
From what I hear is the stuff really didn't happen the way the movie The
It
Blind
depends
Side.
on
Oh,
who
yeah.
you believe. They're still trying to decide that.
Oh, there's probably like a lawsuit, isn't there?
There's definitely a lawsuit.
Ah,
Well,
well, that's too bad.
One of the biggest thing was making him look dumb.
Yeah.
Like, you know, in the movie, he's all like,
yeah.
"Ooh," and then the little boy's teaching him how to play
I guess
football.
dumber than
Like-
he is.
And then one of his friends is like, that little kid wasn't teaching him he knows how to play football. Like, he's over here teaching him, this is the left tackle. You know, and he's all like, yeah, you know. So he's like, made me look like
It's a white
I didn't know
savior
what to
movie,
do.
man.
The only problem I have with that is why didn't he come forward like when that movie came
Right.
out?
Or before.
Because I would have been like, hey, yo, I'm not that dumb. Calm
He
down.
was still playing at the time.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you guys liked
he's been
the movie,
complaining.
but
I'm not stupid. But
And he didn't, yeah, I guess.
he must have gone to the premiere, right?
I don't know. I think he was still
Anyways.
playing when the movie came out.
Ah, okay.
Well, they asked the mom, like,
Sandra Bullock?
has he seen the movie? It had been out for like a couple weeks, a month, maybe, I don't know. And she was like, no, he hasn't seen it. So for a while,
He didn't even know how they made him look.
even the friends were like, you know, I went in and started watching it and I walked out because they were like, that wasn't him. It's not true.
It's like if we made a movie about this podcast, which we will when we make it big and, you know, whatever, the documentary, and they make George look dumb. Like,
I'm not.
he's not, he's
Yeah,
just
it's
funny.
not.
And we make fun of him. But
Yeah.
I could
And-
totally see that happening for real. Like,
Well,
if we made a movie and George is like this idiot.
And who did you want playing you? in the
What did
movie?
I say?
I forgot.
Ryan Reynolds? Did
Ryan
you say-
Reynolds.
Yeah.
nice, George.
I mean, come on. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, speaking of, because I think, didn't I say Bruce Willis? Old Bruce Willis?
Mhm.
Before he hit the dementia? Anyway. I watched The Sixth Sense last night because Olivia hadn't watched it.
Uh-huh.
We were going to watch a scary movie. I'm like, hey, have you watched The Sixth Sense? She's like, no. So we watched that. Yvette went to bed because Yvette. Halfway through the movie, Olivia's like, he's dead, isn't he? And I'm like,
Oh,
She got it?
I didn't tell her though. I'm like, no, what do you mean? And she's like, and then like automatically she's like, oh no, because he was just talking to the mom. Never mind. And she kept watching. I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't even get it that when I watched it.
Yeah,
That was messed up.
That she got it like right there. I mean, it's smarter than most of us.
Well, then once you like the thing with that movie is that once you watch it back, like knowing the end,
Yeah.
it's so obvious. But when you watch it the first time, it was like, eh.
Kids are smart.
What's that movie that with the where he's in a? It's just what's his name? Leonardo
Inception.
DiCaprio. No,
Inception.
No, that's not Inception. Inception's the one where he's going into like a bunch of like dreams, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the one where he spins the top.
No, where he's in a prison.
Oh,
and
I
he's
thought
like,
you were about to say.
Yeah, I did, but then I changed it. I like picked it up.
That's why we said Inception. dude.
I know.
Picked it up.
I picked it
He
up.
took back the
I was
little
like
cradle
this. I
thing.
didn't,
wound it
Yeah,
back.
yeah, I didn't spin it. I just grabbed it.
So take
Like,
you
wait,
another
not that
spot.
movie.
No.
Brought her back.
So what movie?
The one where he's on
jail
an island and he's like supposedly a detective, but at the end of it, you find out he's the one in the crazy house.
Yeah, it's a really good book.
Bruce Willis?
Oh
No, it's
DiCaprio.
Oh.
Good lord.
Like, did you see that one coming?
Well, I'd read the book.
Oh,
I don't think I saw that movie.
I just saw Django again on Saturday.
That's
DiCaprio.
Django. Hell yeah.
Monsieur Candy?
I haven't seen it.
Shutter Island.
You haven't seen Django, bro?
No, I feel like I
What?
do too. That's one movie I do want to.
Don't feel bad. That's not one of those like. It is actually. Well, let me back up. It is one you should watch, but it's not like that Rudy movie. Everybody should have watched that by now.
Yeah. It's not a must. Everybody should watch it.
Which one?
But Django?
Django is a must watch.
I mean, it's a must watch, but it's not like one of those.
But which one would you be more appalled at? Him not watching Rudy or Django?
Django.
Yeah, Django. It's my time. I feel like
Django.
Well,
not only
his
is his
age.
time, it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. It's definitely
Yeah, that
like
too.
Jamie Foxx.
like fucking Rudy wasn't nominated for any Oscars. I'm pretty sure Django was.
Rudy was nominated for an Oscar in my heart.
Okay, no, I don't know if it was or not.
But you haven't watched Django
you need
either?
to watch
I haven't
Django.
seen Django.
Okay,
Yeah, man, you gotta watch Django
first.
Okay, I'll watch
Go
I mean,
Django
if-
first for
if-
sure.
If you got some spare time, watch Rudy. It's not a good
no.
movie.
So how are you saying that? Like, you have nothing to watch, ahorita? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I
Because-
watched Django again for like the 5th time.
Did you watch the Follow the House of Usher?
No.
Watch that.
What the hell's that?
It's a miniseries on
No,
that.
yeah,
It's hard to me to start stuff.
but did we see
You
that?
just fucking asked for something to watch.
Yeah, but what is it about?
Okay,
Do you prefer movies or series? That's where we got to start.
I, mean,
I don't mind both. Both are fine.
I
It's
prefer
good.
neither.
It's about good stuff. It's based on Edgar Allan Poe's
Is it realistic?
short stories and novels. No. It's based on Edgar Allan Poe's stories and novels.
Okay. I'll give it a shot.
Okay, but
It's
did y'all
really
see the trailer for the House of the Dragon 2 season 2?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Not yet.
No.
No. Okay, I just want y'all to know that it happened, and y'all didn't see it last week. It's coming out.
It didn't.
next
It
year.
wasn't out last week when we were on yet.
Yeah, it was.
The trailer wasn't.
Yeah, because I saw it before Friday. Oh wait,
Oh, we didn't record Friday, fucker. You forgot how this works, too.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. No,
American Symphony. Okay.
Write it down.
so we did a lot of things in the time.
We already talked
In
about
the 2 months?
that.
I didn't, but no, I you know what? I really didn't do anything either way, so it's okay.
All right, so
Wait.
you got some?
No.
I went to a company Christmas party this weekend. And I'm like, I try to go every year. It's been a few years I haven't gone. I was out of town or whatever. And it's a weird dynamic, I think. And I'm just kind of curious to see how you guys feel about it. Because I don't,
Talking to other people that you don't like.
there's that.
Okay.
I don't like talking to people that I don't like. I don't like talking to people that I don't know.
Mhm.
But
You're
there's a
like-
lot of people that I work with that I like. Like the majority of the people that I work with, I like. There's very few people that I work with that I don't like genuinely don't like. But it's not about me. It's like I watch other people interact like with their coworkers and their supervisors and their subordinates. I'm like, man, that's.
You can see them
I could see the
Kissing ass.
the HR people like watching. Like, man, we shouldn't be doing that. But now, how do y'all go to this event?
No, I don't get it either. None of them. I went to one time. It was supposedly it's like this big meeting, the yearly meeting where everybody shows up, all the small companies, all the sister companies, and they talk to us about how much money they've made or whatever.
How much money you're making them?
Yeah, exactly. It was stupid, but our manager's like, I want y'all to go. It's like, we'll just get a table, sit there. It's an open bar. We're like, all right, we'll be there.
George, who doesn't drink, is like,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that day I was like,
Drinks on me.
no, yeah, we sat down. It's like everybody, it's just, I feel like when you're at those meetings or at those parties, it's just like people trying to kiss ass and see,
So it's
up to-
people playing the game.
Yeah, playing the game.
So do you play the game?
No, I don't play the game. I was standing there with my beer, drinking with my coworkers.
Not at the in general, like in your career. Are you the type that plays the game to advance in your career?
I sometimes, whenever I want to take someone down, yes.
Oh shit! That
Damn.
sounded personal.
Holy
No,
shit.
I mean, yeah, it just depends when. Like, if I see an opportunity, I usually don't. But if I see an opportunity, I'll like, okay, here I go. Whatever.
So you play the game not to advance yourself, but to fuck people over that have pissed you off.
What it sounds like.
Damn.
Sometimes.
Vindictive.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even.
That's a long
George,
game right
I
there.
don't care about personal gain. I just want to fuck this guy up. and now I'll put on the facade.
He's like, I'm
What
gonna
about
work.
you?
I'm gonna work 10 years.
So
to be
you're
your boss.
more corporate than we
Yeah,
are.
no, you
obviously.
are. You are. That's what I was gonna ask, Dorian. How do you? Because I see you at like your job is mostly talking to like other people, trying to get them. You know.
When I go to company Christmas parties, man, it's super fun for me because, like you said, open bar. and my favorite thing about those parties is talking to people that I don't usually get to talk to. Great question, by the way, Hobbit. Do you play the game? I don't play the game. I let like in sales, it doesn't matter whether you play the game or not. It's your numbers.
It kind of does.
Well, okay,
Sometimes.
to a certain extent, yes.
Mm.
But in sales, it's your numbers, and
So you're
That's
just
what
letting
gets
the
you
numbers
paid,
talk.
but that's not what gets you promoted. Because if
But
you're
he's
a top
saying
salesman, they want to keep you top salesman. You know what I mean?
I
Playing the game is you moving on up.
yeah.
Destroying people.
Destroying people, if you will.
That's the point of it.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the answer to that question then is I don't play the game at those Christmas parties. I use those parties to I use them to get drunk with my friends that I like.
That's me.
That I like. But also I take that opportunity to kind of talk to people that I usually wouldn't talk to, but I don't spend that much time on that.
But why do you want to talk to people that you usually wouldn't talk to? Or why don't you usually talk to them?
Because we don't interact in day-to-day business. But you run into someone that might be cool, or during the party they did a karaoke song and they have a great voice, or they open the floor to dancing and this person wants to dance. And
I like his Christmas parties.
I've been fortunate that in the companies that I've worked for, the Christmas parties are very fun, and it usually involves an open bar, either karaoke or dancing, and raffling off some big prizes.
Okay.
There you go.
The TV that's in my bedroom right now is a 55. It's a 55-inch Toshiba. No, I'm sorry, not Toshiba. It's a Samsung, bro. 55-inch Samsung, and it's the commercial. It's the commercial version of that television, which means that it's designed to be on all the time.
Really?
Yeah, it's designed that way because it was surplus from the company. So that TV I could leave on from wherever, and it's designed to be like a permanent monitor that shows whatever information you want to show. The TV's going to last me I'm probably going to hand it off to my kids and their kids' kids.
His
That
great.
TV will be obsolete in a year. It's fine.
No, not.
I mean, no. I mean, if you can keep it somewhere, it's like maybe you
Or
will
you
get
can
replaced by a
have a
65
freaking
or
box,
75.
like one of those, big
Yeah.
35-inch TVs that took up half your living room back in the day.
Put it in the restroom.
Shit, those things are still out there.
By the way, did you guys know that there were 2 different grades of televisions that are made?
What do you mean?
Because I didn't know that prior to me winning this television. I did not know that there were regular, like, residential versions and then these versions of these
Consumer
televisions. Yeah, that are like, no,
Yeah, I didn't
these
know
are
that.
meant to be on all the time, on a loop, showing people information about your company. That's the one I got.
Oh, I get you. Like the ones that like Ojos Locos or like Pollo Regio and like.
Like at a
Actually, a lot of those
airport,
places get the regular TV.
like at an airport where they show the flights.
There you
okay.
go. That's
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't know why there'd be a reason for me to have it on all the time, but maybe I want to. I'll find a reason.
No, you don't have to. You could just buy the residential version. I just got lucky with the commercial. I just got lucky with the commercial version. And I'll be watching that TV for
another
forever.
Oh, this
Oh yeah, the one is this is bigger, right?
yeah. We have to upgrade because I have to move the one from here
So
to the.
But I feel like Dorian, you like to talk to people, like to get to know people, or and
Yeah,
maybe
man.
you become friends with someone, and it's something like you like to do. So that's why you go to parties and talk to them. Other than
Yeah, I'm not playing the game at those parties. I'm just having a good time. I show up.
Do you play the game in general, like in your career?
No, man, I don't. And maybe, but there's also something to be said about my career and not really wanting to go into sales management yet. I've always liked being an individual contributor and having direct control over my outcome, over my numbers. I've had one job in the past where I managed people and it was challenging.
I don't know. I like that. Managing people.
Hey man, if you're good with people and you know how to develop them, you have a knack for that. Good. I tend to be a little more impulsive, and given my background, like in the military, if you don't pull your weight, I start shitting on you real fast. And the way I shit on you is I start ignoring you. I start making you feel like an outcast on an island, and everybody else gets the Dorian treatment, which is, hey man, how you doing? We're joking around, we're having fun. What are you doing for lunch? Blah blah blah. And you don't get that. I just ignore you when I take. Like when I get
invited to lunch, and
no, you don't get it. No, you don't get invited to lunch.
Damn.
You don't get invited to anything.
To the water cooler.
Nothing.
Wait, what?
Water cooler.
These waters are for us. You can get
the water cooler.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were thirsty.
Hey, you want a water? And then you walk away and.
So, you remember that question we had a while back where it was like, if you had Jeff Bezos' money, like, could you get to that point by trampling over people, or like, I don't think Dorian could do, or he wouldn't, because of his morals and how he is, right?
What the fuck do you know about Dorian's morals? And
Could you?
Did you just hear what he said?
Could I do what?
What is it that we said? Basically taking advantage of people and to get to a higher position, or, or make more money for yourself.
The argument there was exploiting people, which is what every company does, right? They exploit their workers.
Ooh,
they're not paying them.
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like. Don't think
that's a slippery slope, man.
It's really not.
I mean, if you want a company, you're gonna pay them what the average rate is. You're not gonna pay them what they're worth, I guess.
A competitive wage.
That is the question.
Yeah.
Are you gonna pay them what a competitive wage, what the going rate is, or are you gonna pay them what they're worth to you?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Would you exploit or not? Would you use that?
I mean, do you want to
bury them to the?
You're not going to be a Bezos if you don't.
I could not be a Bezos, but I don't need that much money to be happy. So I'd be okay with that. Now,
I feel like everybody says that. Like I said that. And then just this week I was thinking about it. And I'm like I was saying that day, what's the cutoff? Like where at what point do I say, okay, that's enough. I'm going to start spreading the wealth. I can't tell you that number right now.
I don't think I would be able to. I would have cut it off. Like that's
well, I know you're a Jeff Bezos. I can tell.
Lately because of the way social media works and you're scrolling, right? And I'm not on. I have an Instagram and I don't use it, and I have a TikTok and I don't use it. Mostly I'm on Facebook because a lot of my family in Mexico is on Facebook, so that's where I spend most of my time, so I can see what they're doing. But in my scrolling, in my feed, a lot of things have come up where it's like rich people telling you, dude, money's not the answer. It's not the answer.
It's really easy to say it when you have money, though.
Well, okay. Well, what's enough? And that's a really good question, man. What is enough? Like what's your definition of successful and happiness?
And it's not success to be enough in my perfect world where I'm a good person and I don't exploit people is not having to worry about money.
Having to go into the store and just buying everything that's in your cart without looking at
the price. But not necessarily buying things that I don't need. Enough is this is why I'm poor. Because I make enough to get the things I need, and that's enough. So I don't need any more.
You sound like you're happy.
I am happy.
You're just saying it in a different way. That sounds like happiness. I make enough to live the life I want to live.
Though, at the same time, if I were to fucking, I don't know, lose my legs and I can't go to work anymore, I'm not going to be happy in a month, right? Whereas if I had 500 million in the bank, I'd be fine.
Without your legs?
I'm not going to be happy because I can't.
I don't know that I'd be happy with 500 million in the bank without my legs.
But I'd be fine.
But yeah.
My family will be fine. I don't have to worry about where I'm going to live, what I'm going to eat, nothing. I don't have to worry about things. And as long as you assholes don't leave me because I don't have legs, I got my people, so it's fine. Everything's fine.
I still don't have any legs. You still do this podcast without your legs.
Yeah.
You just need
some fake ones. I'll cook out in a wheelchair. Like, it's cool.
So many jokes coming into my head right now.
I might need one of y'all to open the fucking lid because as I found out yesterday, if you're short, you can't open the fucking grill.
Hey, Hobbit, can you give me a beer? Oh, shit, never mind, bro.
I can get you a
Can I get you one?
Just roll over there. It's gonna be a minute. Hope you're not thirsty.
Moves the chair away. Moves the chair away.
Okay. Well, but that's an extreme.
But you know what I mean. Like to me, enough is not having to worry about if I lose my job, if something happens, like something catastrophic happens, if my wife gets cancer and she has to go through all this treatment. Do I have the money to cover that treatment without needing to rely on insurance? Because for insurance, I got to have a job, right?
Yeah.
That's enough.
He did take it to the extreme, but he's got a point.
No, he does have a point, and then that kind of goes into we live in America, you son bitch.
Oh,
Yeah, you could get sick in other countries, and you could be okay and get treatment, but you know
here,
you know it's automatic bankruptcy here if you get something. You know,
Yeah, they're gonna take your non-working legs.
They're gonna take your hypothetical legs from you.
Like, hey, you're not using those.
But hey, but that's what we signed up for, right? Like if we're living here, right? We signed up for a couple of absolute things. One, like mass shootings are gonna happen. They're just gonna happen, right?
That's true.
But, right. So if you live here, you got to know that mass shootings are gonna happen.
It's a possibility, yeah.
Well, they're gonna happen.
They're happening.
And the other thing is
happen to you, but they're gonna happen.
And, or eventually it will happen to you.
Right.
Allen
That was
Outlets.
close, yeah. That was
Allen
close.
Outlets. So we all have shopped there, right?
Yeah.
We've all shopped at Allen Outlets. So
El Paso was close.
yeah. So the absolute
Counties.
truth of living in America, which this is a great place, but also you gotta
Accept
pony
the
up to.
truths.
You gotta pony up. Mass shootings are gonna happen, and healthcare is
Shite.
for the rich. So is justice. Like the legal system is also set up to where how good is the attorney that you can afford, and you know that's kind of what you sign up for.
We didn't actually sign up for it though. Like I didn't choose to come here.
I mean, if
Same,
you go to that,
but we chose to stay here. We could have easily
I'm
gone.
trying to leave, but it's not that easy.
Same dog,
Yeah.
same.
back to
Say
Mexico. Are you going
less.
to Mexico or where are you going?
Yeah, I want to move back. I do want to move back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I might eventually end up there. I'm trying to go to Europe.
You want to go to Europe. I know
Actively
that.
trying to go to Europe, but
Where in Europe? And
the options were a few, and I chose Switzerland,
Oh, what were the other options?
Amsterdam, and Denmark.
Yeah, Switzerland is fine. Switzerland, I think it was really nice.
All three good choices, I guess.
I've never been, so fuck, I can't speak to it, but why not? Like the world is a huge place. If we've only known two countries, why not go experience somewhere else? And if he's been there and he likes it, go
Well,
for
they're
it.
also like they're the happiest countries in the world. They're
Yeah, that's true.
like everybody.
The
It's good.
best economy and the happiest.
And imagine the contribution that you could do to your community wherever you move. Hobbit, you can
By
really
making tacos. That's what I'm
yes,
saying.
No,
Like,
yes.
All I gotta do is make tacos.
Yeah, you don't even have to figure out what the fuck to do for a living, bro.
No,
you could just
that's right.
make Mexican
I'll
food.
just pull up with a griddle and a grill and kill it. That's all I need.
Eat this Mexican rice.
Hey, y'all got pigs over here? Yeah. Let me show you what I can do with one of those.
Frijoles con chorizo,
Those are
güey.
sacred. Those are sacred.
We have, you know, our food. And recently, someone sent me something about. Someone sent me a picture of what they consider to be Mexican food in Germany, and my immediate thought was, I can get rich in Europe. All I need is access to the ingredients.
That's the problem. You can't get the ingredients.
I need Nord Suiza. I need Nord pinche Suiza. I need that. I need some cumin.
You can't even get jalapenos over there. Wait, that's the thing.
Grow them yourself. Dude. Supply chain can be figured out, but they don't have the know-how. In fact, they don't even know what they
They
want.
don't know
Exactly.
what they don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know what it's supposed
We-
to taste
we-
like.
we could all get rich if we
Vámonos.
moved to fucking Europe. We could all get rich.
Let's go.
We couldn't get rich off tacos, but we would be all right.
No, you wouldn't just put a taco place. You would fucking put a fucking restaurant of Mexican food and say authentic Mexican food. Come experience our culture.
What would you call it? What would be the place?
What would you call it? If it was in France, what would you call it?
Yeah, in France. French fries.
That's hard. That's
she
hard
said.
because you want to.
Papa fritas.
George, that makes sense.
I don't know. It doesn't, but Papa taco.
And I don't know about food. I have a hard time doing restaurant stuff. I said I would never do a restaurant.
Why not?
No?
I just don't.
Gladys is dope at fucking cooking. Why not? You could leverage Gladys's pozole, her green pozole. You could leverage that into making money.
Yeah.
In Europe,
But
Europe. I mean, I'm down. Let's go. I'll drop
It's
everything.
just food is not my thing.
Nah, man, I want to go home. Like Europe sounds cool, but as soon as I'd get there and I'd miss home.
You're like, I need to go back.
I need to go home. Yeah.
What? Wasn't that Spain? What they say?
Let me pose this question to you guys. When you guys go to Mexico, when we all went to Mexico for the World Cup, how did you feel when you were in Mexico?
Feels good.
I felt.
I mean, you feel like you want to stay there.
I felt free. Like it was like everyone I could talk to. Like I could talk to anyone. Like here, I don't feel like I can do that. But over there, I felt like I could talk to anyone. It was like I was safe in a sense. I don't know. I felt like more homey. It's
gonna sound bad, but I think yours comes from a sense of entitlement, knowing that you are safe because you are American.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to.
Yeah, no. I get you. Yeah.
I get the feeling you're trying to describe because I get that too.
Yeah.
But it's not the same for
someone who
like say your mom.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know what I mean?
And sort of. I get it because they might think of it differently. Is that what you're saying?
They definitely think of you differently.
I'm lost here. How do you, when you said you feel safe when you go to Mexico?
Like that, safe in the sense of
welcome?
No, because not everywhere you feel welcome. But like, I guess just feel homey. Like I'm at home in a sense, like around people that have that same culture as me.
Good.
And, yeah.
Good. That's what I feel.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I try to say, but I get what you're saying.
I understood what you meant, and I agree with it. I know that you feel that way, but I also think that has something to do with it.
With being the having entitlement.
Entitlement's the wrong word. I couldn't think of the right word.
Because like here, if I go to a restaurant, I look around and I'm like, if not a lot of people that looked like me are there, you're kind of like, you feel like, I don't feel like an outsider or anything like that, but you just don't feel home.
I feel like this food's
right. You know what I mean? Like when you go there and it's just like, oh shit,
But it would be different. It would be different. So if you were a Mexican that lived in Mexico right now, and you were like poor, and you went to the places that we went to when we were in Mexico City, you wouldn't feel the way you feel.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, well, it's the same thing. Yeah. Could you compare it to us being here and like going to I don't know other places? I don't know, like
it's the same thing we've talked about. Like we're not somos como la India María, güey. No somos ni de aquí ni de allá. Like we're not at home here and we're not at home there because we're not at home there, and we're not at home here. Like we're just not, unless we're at home. So,
my favorite thing about going to Mexico is I feel like I'm at home because everybody looks like me.
Nobody looks like you in Mexico, you dumb fuck.
Everybody fucking looks like me, man.
I
go home to Mexico City,
fact and you think that is
come on, man.
Aren't you over 6 foot? I think that's the only.
So everybody in Mexico City is 6'2".
Everybody in Mexico City is
actually, you know what? Yeah.
I'm not light skinned, bro.
No.
I'm not light skinned.
Dorian,
come at me.
I've seen your legs, bro.
Okay.
I've seen your legs. God damn it.
Did you say you're not light skinned?
I'm not. Damn, I am light skinned. All right, but catch me in the summer, bro.
Catch me outside.
Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me in the summer when I'm at the pool and playing soccer all the time. Mm-hmm. The point is, you say, okay, physical. Yeah, we all have different physical appearances, but the fact that we're all Mexican, that makes me feel at home. The fact that I'm not gonna walk into a restaurant and have some old ass white lady like give me the stink eye because I walked in.
You will get some like.
But there's nowhere you feel that because like I told you, I don't feel some places welcome in Mexico because they'll look at you, they know, oh, this guy's American. It's like you can tell.
You will get that.
But there's nowhere over there you feel that?
No matter what you do and no matter how hard you try, you will be accused of gentrification because you're not going to go live in the hood, motherfucker.
No shit. I haven't felt that. And I stayed at the same place as you guys stayed.
Right. That's why you don't feel it there. That's why you don't feel it there. Go somewhere else.
They did tell me we were in
somewhere else where like the fucking hood.
That's exactly.
I'm not trying
the fact that you even said it like that.
You know what? You know why I say it like that?
You know
why I say it like that, Hobbit? Because you and I aren't living in the hood in the fucking U.S. and we wouldn't do it. So if we go to the hood right now, we all go to the fucking hood right now. They're all gonna look at us like we don't belong. Same shit down there. We go to fucking Tepito, they're gonna be like,
okay, you went extreme there. That's like the ultimate. You don't have to go there. Just go to a regular neighborhood.
We did. Dude, my family lives in a regular neighborhood. Hobbit, for real. My family lives in a regular neighborhood.
Your family does, but you don't.
But when I go, nobody looks at me like that. They do look at me like, they do look at me like, all right, this guy
self-awareness.
This guy doesn't belong here. He's not from here. No.
That's all I'm saying.
What I mean to say give them that feeling.
No, they don't give me a feeling of you're an outsider, you know.
That guy doesn't belong here. He's not from here. He's an outsider.
Not in the way that the white lady looks at me in the restaurant. Like
you don't feel that way because you are Mexican and you are from there and you do belong there. You don't take it the same way. When the white lady does it to you, you realize she's right. I'm not from here. I don't belong here. It's a different feeling for you. But what they're doing to you is the exact same fucking thing.
But what if they?
Well, it's the same thing, but it's more. But it's more acceptable. If you go to a different neighborhood, you're not from there. So
right.
But if we're in the same,
I know. So it's just a different neighborhood.
Well, what I'm saying is, what they're doing to you is the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Reacting to it.
It's not the same thing.
How you feel about it, it's the same thing. It's different.
It's not the same thing.
So then,
if somebody looks at you and says, "This person doesn't belong here. He doesn't look like the rest of us. He's an outsider."
That actually don't mean it that way.
Who am I describing?
I mean, that thought right there is that person. Yeah, it's
which person?
Whoever's saying that.
What was this? The white lady or the Mexican?
It doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
The Mexican that looks like
me
like
that, the exact same thing to you.
But we're not talking about them. We're not talking about those people. We're talking about how he feels.
That's what I'm saying.
If he goes there, he's gonna pinche señora.
What I'm saying,
you know, whatever.
Listen.
Over here, you
listen.
I'm listening, but you need to listen too.
You're saying what I just said. He's not. Me and you are agreeing. He's not.
He's not what?
We're saying they're doing the same thing to us. We react to it differently because we are from there and we do belong there and we are fucking Mexican. He's going to say, pinche señora, cállese, o le pinche patada. Right?
Yeah.
Because that's the way he's taking it.
Uh-huh.
But they are doing that to him and he's saying they're not.
No, they're not. At least it's not my experience that I feel that way. My experience and the way I feel when they look at me like that is they're literally trying to figure out, holy shit, I've never seen him in this neighborhood.
Right. See,
not like,
different.
Hey, you're not supposed to be here, Mexican.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want you here. No, over there, they're just really trying to. Oh shit! I don't think I've ever seen him here before. It's not like it's not a feeling of I don't want you here like the white lady does.
It's curiosity.
Yeah, it's curiosity. Like, oh shit! I've never seen this motherfucker's big. I've never seen him here before.
Yeah.
But it's not like I want him gone. Where the white lady wants me gone.
I see.
But he's not.
I see what you're saying.
What do you mean he's not?
I agree.
He's saying that they're not saying the same thing the white lady's saying. I'm saying they are.
They're not. He's
reacting to it differently because he is from there and he can react to it differently. If I go back to El Barrio allá, La 25, people are going to look at me the same way that white lady looks at me here.
Oh, I'll give you.
And I can say, bitch, I was here before you were even born.
The hate,
and it doesn't matter.
The hate's different.
But it's still hate.
It's not hate over there. It's just like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, over there, they're literally trying to be like, oh shit, I've never seen him. No,
that's what I was trying. That's what I was meaning to say.
¿De dónde viene tu familia? ¿De dónde son?
¿De quién eres?
¿De quién eres? Yeah, exactly. That's funny. Whenever I went to San Luis, they asked me that one time. I was walking around and they were like, "Oh, ¿de quién eres?" Like,
de los Maldonados de allá.
I was like,
you should have just been like,
No. De Dios? What, is that what you said?
I was just saying.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say I'm actually going to Mexico this weekend, so to Juarez. So I'll give you an update. I'll see if I get that feeling.
Why are you going to Juarez?
Just cause.
It's valid. You didn't say to that.
Do you have family in Juarez still?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
His brother, my
You
uncle.
gonna see the
not your
family?
brother. I'm sorry. You're my tío.
You gonna see the family?
Yeah.
Why are you going to Juarez? You gonna buy some contacts, some colored contacts?
To get some dental work done or what?
Why would I? What?
Hmm?
Why would I buy the contacts?
Getting some medicine.
Getting some insulin,
Dude,
dog?
getting some medicine, getting some chips. What are those drinks called that are like they're alcoholic, but it's like juices? Is Jumex?
They're in a bag.
No.
Jumex.
Is it, no. It has another name. And I mean,
They're alcoholic and they're what?
it's just like a juice. It's like piña and it's alcoholic. It's like a seltzer, sort of, but it's a Mexican drink.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's Jumex, but it's not Jumex. It's like another name.
Jarritos?
No. Oh God, this is gonna kill me. I like y'all bring something else. I'll bring
Please. Oh wait, yeah, sorry.
it up. I'll find it.
I'm just gonna sit here and stare at you.
Please don't, Jim. No, it is Jumex.
While George does that, can we just acknowledge how good it smells in here right now?
New mix.
And the new mix?
Yeah, see, I was saying Jumex. How did you not get this new mix?
You said juices, man. That's just tequila with squirt. The new mix is tequila with
yeah,
squirt.
New mix?
Yeah.
New mix is
Never heard of it.
They have a version of Paloma. They have a Vampiro version.
It's like a better. What are those called? The ones they're buying right now? No, not the jarritos.
Cantaritos.
No, the other one. The one everybody buys. They always take it as like a variety pack.
Topo Chico?
Topo Chico ones. It's better than Topo Chicos.
No, man. It's literally a
I'm pretty
Paloma.
sure it's the same.
Tequila with squirt. It's literally a Paloma. It's by Jimador.
Oh.
And that's what it is. They just have it in a can and it's legal in Mexico. And they are good. I've had them. They're good. It's not the same as if you were going to make one right here. It's never going to be that way. But they're fucking good.
Pretty close.
Yeah, like if you don't have the ability to buy a bottle, some ice, limes, no. You get one of those, I'll get you there. and they're good. And they have like the regular and the tall boy.
Like, you had to say it
If
that
you're
way.
really thirsty.
They got the quas. The qua.
We lost 2 cameras. We're down to just you two, so you got to carry the show the rest of the way.
How did we lose 2 cameras when
I
we're
don't
like...
know. We got to figure that out.
Okay.
That's not good.
Yeah, so can I cross over with New Mix? I have to like claim that, right?
Luis did it, so.
Oh, he didn't.
Luis
He bring
crossed
New
with a
Mix?
bunch of shit.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, the stuff that I didn't get? Luis.
You had to be here to get it.
Come on. Did you actually get that? What was his Noche Buena
Noche Buena.
drink?
It was a beer.
Oh, it's a beer? Is it good?
Probably the best beer I've ever had.
I mean, it's close. It's close to being the best beer I've ever had, yeah.
Oh, no. You know, there was a video I watched one time where this guy who, like, he's from Europe and he's traveled all over the world. He's like the best beer I've ever had. And he's like, I've tried every beer in every country, whatever.
If he names a Mexican beer, I'm calling bullshit.
No, he actually named Shiner.
No mames, güey.
Yeah.
Shiner's pretty good.
He said Shiner was like the best he's ever had.
Gee,
I was
Dorian.
like, well,
No, the best Shiner beer that Shiner ever made is Shiner Holiday Cheer. Yes, that's
Holiday
their
Cheer?
best. Yeah, Shiner. Other than that, Shiner is like they added food coloring to a light beer. That's Shiner to me. But I respect that everybody has their own taste buds. Now, Holiday Cheer, money. Best beer I've ever tasted.
Holiday Cheer. Oh,
Best beer I ever tasted probably has to go to a Sam Adams brewery or Citrus Slice
I knew you were gonna
IPA
say
from
that.
Lakewood.
oh,
Dude, I love Sam
Lime
Adams. Huh?
Citrus Lime.
Citrus Slice. It's an IPA by I think Lakewood Brewers here. They're local.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely not Shiner, man. No.
Hey, I don't know. The guy
No.
said Shiner. I was like, hell yeah.
He had a
Texas.
reason for it, though. I read that article, and I can't remember what he said.
Who?
The guy that said that, the guy that said that.
Oh, that
Oh.
was a video. But yeah.
And he was it a video?
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch a video. I read it somewhere.
Oh.
He wrote something about it,
I guess I read
but he
something.
had a reason for it. You sound surprised that you read something.
But it's subjective, man, right? Like we could go around the horn and it's gonna be 4 different beers. Easy.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And then it might be a better question, what kind of beer is your favorite?
That had something to do with it. It's a bock, right? And he likes bocks. Like I like red ales. It's just whatever. And Shiner's bock is, it's a pure bock. Like there's nothing fancy about it. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing. It's like a fucking light beer with food coloring, right? Which to some people is good.
Yeah. No, he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to. Sometimes you get fruity with the, what did you say? Lime fucking
Who makes
something.
Citrus
IPA?
Slice IPA.
Like that's what? That's not even a beer at this point.
That shit sounds so sexy right now.
Citrus what?
Citrus Slice IPA.
Slice.
Yeah, that just
Slice
doesn't sound like a
gets me.
beer.
I'll bring out
Sounds
a
like a
6-pack.
seltzer.
I love that. No, okay, cool.
You like IPAs, don't you?
I like the. God damn it! There's a local one.
Deep Ellum IPA.
No, Community. Community makes an IPA. What is it called? Can't remember. But that's the only one I like. Like actually, legit. Like
Mosaic.
The Mosaic. The Mosaic IPA is a good IPA. But other than that,
Nice story.
I know my shit, man. I know my shit when it comes to beer.
Your beers.
Or
we're gonna stay here.
I got a
no.
question. I got a question.
We do need a break because you guys are having a great time with your beers.
We told you early.
I can't just double fist whiskey and Coke.
Not with that attitude.
No, I know.
There's a beer back there. Grab it.
I got a question.
All right, go for it.
Would you prefer to time travel to the future or to the past if you had a choice?
Can I alter my own reality in this time travel?
How so?
No.
What do you mean?
That's a good question.
Like if I can go back,
Oh,
can
and
I make different choices?
Yeah, can we?
And in the future, then what's
yeah.
it got to do? I don't care about what the future looks like.
Well,
I'd rather
if you can't, because like we're the next 5 Super Bowl winners. I'm gonna bet all my money on
No,
it.
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying
that's assuming you could come back.
Okay,
I don't think he said that.
Let's just time travel and that's where you're at.
Oh, you're stuck there.
Yeah.
I go to the past.
Now you can.
yeah.
So the past?
Pass, and I'd fucking kill it.
Yeah,
How
me too.
many years? Oh, okay. I think I'd go to the future.
The fuck are you gonna do in the future?
I don't know. Just see what's
You're
going
gonna
on.
be-
You're not even
You're gonna
equipped for the
be-
future, man.
You're
You
gonna
don't
be
even know
a
what's
young
going on.
guy.
But I
Good
get
for
to
the
learn.
past.
You're gonna be a young guy, but
With the
old.
mindset of a
But
boomer.
old. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You're not gonna know what the fuck.
Back in my day,
But then I get to learn new things.
the
Come
iPhone
on.
13 came out. It was
You'll learn new things in
People
the
will
past.
be like, it's all in my mind. I got my,
I
what's
go
his
to the
name?
past
Elon
in a
Musk.
heartbeat. How far back would you go?
How far? Yeah. What years?
How
Decade.
far?
What
I wouldn't
decade?
say how far back you would go. Come on.
I would love to go way back. There's like a lot of places I'd like to experience, but for the sake of my own well-being, I'd probably go back to the mid 80s or early 90s.
Okay,
Damn.
all right.
That's far.
But knowing everything you know now, right?
Of course, yeah.
Shit. Yeah, send me back to when I'm 5 years old, dog. I'll be president by 12.
No. But you're going back as you, right? You're hopping in a time machine as you right now.
So you would just hop in.
So what's that? 80 what?
So 5 years old for me would be 84.
So you go back to 84 at the
With
age,
everything I know now, come
at
on,
the
man.
age that you're at now.
Oh, what was 1 year? When,
Oh, wait. At the age I'm at?
Like it's
Yeah.
you going back to the past. You're not.
Shit. Nah, take me back to 1996.
That's what I'm saying.
The height of hip hop, baby.
96.
The height of hip hop. Yeah.
when-
but I'd still be president in like.
Actually, at my age,
Stop the Tupac shooting.
Tupac, no.
what's the fastest? What's the fastest way to
Yeah.
get filthy rich? Probably Bitcoin. No, that took like 10 years.
I mean, Amazon.
Amazon, Facebook.
Apple.
Amazon took like 10 years. Everything.
do the
took-
flash in the pan, man. Do the GameStop. Bam. Hit the
Oh,
GameStop.
so I'm going back to last year.
Yeah, 2 years. 2 years.
3 years
Well,
ago.
that's not gonna be fun, but you got to keep that. You keep that in your back pocket.
I don't even have that
Yeah,
info
sure.
like in my
I
back
don't
pocket.
even know what it started.
It's like that almanac that Marty McFly brought back
Right,
with him.
exactly.
Same shit. Just write
Sports
down a bunch
almanac.
of facts you remember. Get rich.
How much time do I get to prep?
I don't know.
Well, that's relevant.
I'll give you.
Because if I got to go right now, I'm going back to the early 90s.
But it's still you, so you get to take your intellect and everything you
Yeah,
remember.
bitch, but I don't know when the GameStop shit happened. Like,
Well,
then
then
just
just-
the wrong year.
You won't. just buy a bunch of shares of them.
Yeah,
How?
exactly.
Yeah,
Hold that
money.
shit.
You still need money. You
Hold
need
that
money
shit.
to buy all the shit.
You're going to make all that money off all those championships that you do remember with your 49ers.
That's what I'm saying. How much time do I get to prep?
You don't need time
man.
to prep if you know the Super Bowl winners.
But
You're gonna be
Do you
fine.
remember every Super Bowl winner? Like, I told you right now, you're going back to 2012. Who won the Super Bowl? You got 5 seconds. Go.
Ravens. I mean, Baltimore. Yeah, the Ravens.
Patriots.
Look, you might be right. That was the Niners. Should have won that one.
I didn't get it right now.
You might
Hold
be
on.
right. 2012 Super Bowl. Look
Hey,
it up.
Siri.
That beat that. Yeah.
Hey Siri. Who won the Super Bowl in 2012?
Your mom.
He got it right. Damn.
They beat the San Francisco
That's what I
49ers.
said. The Niners should have won that.
Oh!
I chose the wrong year.
How do you remember that, George? Are you a 49ers fan?
I don't remember shit like that. So I need some time to prep.
I don't remember things like that either.
Or I got to go way back.
Dude, hell yeah. I remember watching that game. I was like, I
Say-
know he want the
safest
49ers
bet.
win.
Just pick the Patriots in the last 20 years.
No, but- oh, okay.
No.
Oh, damn. 2008.
Got really excited.
Manchester United. Dude, come on. 2008, Manchester United won Champions League.
Surprised nobody. You think if we were in the 90s, we would say to the future? Or we would still say go back?
I would always say to the past.
You think so?
Just to try to win money.
Because there was a lot of hype around the 90s, like, about the future.
Flying
Flying cars and all
Exactly.
You know, everybody was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, but I'm thinking
I want to see if they
pragmatically. There's
embedded
nothing for me in the
lightsabers.
future. Like you said, I'm going to be a boomer in a teenager's body.
in a young person's body. Even right now, if you could go to the future, what would you see? You'd see AI take over everything, right? And the human role diminished or lessened. But it's
Yeah,
not.
but
It doesn't sound
In the
awesome.
90s, I don't think in the 90s we were thinking like that.
No,
Not
but I
about
guess
AI.
my point is, what are you trying to? If you go to the future, you're gonna be another nobody, and you got to figure out how to get a job because now you have no
But
skills.
you think about it, it's
Like
fun.
you're gonna be
Well, that's
flipping
true,
burgers.
actually.
Or do you think
Be a homeless guy.
the age has to do with what you do, what you pick?
If you had asked me
Like
that
if
question
if I was
when
14.
15, I would be too stupid to think about it, and I would just say the future.
Okay.
I think
So, because that's what we were in the 90s, you know, while I was young. So I was thinking,
I would say the
I would
future
probably say
because
the future.
in the 90s, I didn't know enough. So
I
what?
think I
So
still
what's
would say
the?
past.
So what's the value
that?
of going back in time when you don't know shit?
yeah.
But you know who won the Super Bowl last year? I'd go back a year and be like, I bet it all on these motherfuckers.
take all my money.
Yeah, when I was 15, I could have named the last like 10 Super Bowl winners in order. Back of the,
Yeah.
I had nothing else to worry about, so I knew shit like that.
All right, I want to go around the horn now. You could go last because you're the youngest. Where do you guys want to retire and why?
Maine, because it's fucking cold and I love it. And there's no people there.
And you love clam chowder.
And I've never had clam chowder, but I'm really looking forward to it.
That's what
Like,
Maine's
I really
famous
wanna
for,
go
George.
to Maine or Boston just to have clam chowder.
Maine?
Yeah.
That's a weird
Is
ass
clam
fucking
chowder
answer.
like, is it a seafood?
Maine?
No.
Clam chowder?
Sorry.
Clam chowder is like a soup.
It's a chowder.
It's chowder. It's a heavy, thick soup.
Es un guisado.
And the
Okay.
seafood.
Soup?
Oh, it makes sense.
Let's go to you. I gotta think about this. A little.
You've never thought about this?
Where I want to retire now.
I've known where I want to retire since I was like 20 something. And it's always
Well, I
been
mean,
Maine.
I've always really.
Yes.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. It is. I
It
get
is
it.
weird.
I
But,
mean, I have pictured myself just in Mexico, Chihuahua to be specific.
Chihuahua.
Really?
Like
Like up
Juarez
in
or
the-
somewhere
no, in the-
else.
in the-
Somewhere
Sierra?
else. Yeah,
Hmm.
just a little town.
Okay, I have two places. I've thought of like Mexico too, Guanajuato, just because I've been there once and I liked it, the way it looks and the people and whatever. Or El Paso up in the mountains with those big houses and stuff.
But see, none of those are conducive to being old.
Huh?
Like, they're not. Like
Oh.
Guanajuato? Walking up those hills, walking down those streets when you're fucking 80? Imagine that.
You know what I've also thought about now that I'm thinking about is Cancun.
I have a hover car.
You seen those old guys that are fucking leather?
Yeah, leather skin.
And they're just fucking having the badass time. They're working on the boats. They're working on the boats and shit. Like just
Leather. Oh, just picture.
yeah. I've thought about that too.
I'm just not a beach person. That's why. Like I like it cold, so I just want to be up there. In the winter, you can't leave the fucking house because everything's frozen over, covered in snow. You just prep for that.
And you're fine being
watch
in the
horror
house.
movies. All fucking
He's,
build something in the garage, in the winter, do some music thing, and then in the summer, you got the lakes, the trees.
Seattle would be nice. I like the rain. I like the rain a lot. So if it's raining a lot,
me too.
Seattle would be nice just to be like like you said, like have the garage open. Just
they don't have the nice winters over there.
No,
it's just cold and rainy.
Oh.
We're gonna find Joe.
But that would be a second. Like
and Yvette just frozen. Yvette under a blanket.
That would be a perfect death.
Yvette under a blanket
and then you
on the couch.
Your AC goes out. We fell asleep and everything goes out and we just fucking freeze.
and then we're watching Scream 2.
We were probably for the 15th time because we're out of movies.
Die Hard. What about you?
No, I'm going back, man. Going back.
Where
back.
Back to Cali.
No, I can't. Like, I love it there, but I don't want to live there. It's too congested. I would go to Querétaro or Guadalajara.
Or I guess I gotta go to Guadalajara again. I drove through there once and it just.
Nah, if you drove through, then you didn't.
I didn't experience.
I stopped there for one night.
Is it really Guadalajara, like the city itself, or the surrounding areas?
It's the culture there. It's not really
the city.
There really isn't anything other than.
What's the culture?
It's the birthplace of fucking mariachi.
Jalisco is.
That's where Guadalajara is, man.
I am well aware, but I'm saying like the city itself.
So you have that anytime you want it. You have that anytime you want it. You could go,
but you could go to a nice little town in Jalisco and like anywhere. That's nice, and not a major city. That's just another major city.
When you say major city, I tend to think of some place like here.
Well, but we're talking about Mexico City. Right? So you got Guadalajara, Monterrey, and Mexico City.
So
you wouldn't go to Mexico City, but you would go to Guadalajara? That makes no sense.
It's nowhere near as big. It's nowhere near as big.
I get that, but...
Trust me, Guadalajara, hell yeah.
So none of you would choose Texas?
No, there's nothing here.
Nah.
We've spent too much time here, right?
Like I've seen everything there's to see here, except for Big Ben.
Even people from Texas are doing what we're talking about.
Yeah.
They're going to Mexico City.
Somewhere else. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Something that we haven't considered that I don't know. Hobbit probably won the lottery. Didn't tell us. Our money goes way further down in our home country.
True.
Way further.
Like I had to start buying my house in Maine now, or I'm not gonna make it.
And right now, we can move down. Like if we all hit retirement age right now, we could move back there, buy something, and be set, and still save money on the Social Security that we're receiving.
Yeah, that's true.
Wouldn't even have
It's
to.
Actually,
not
it's
a bad
probably
idea.
a TikTok that showed you like how much money you needed to be in the top 10% of each country, or like South American or Mexico, whatever. Mexico wasn't even like. It was like Argentina, Chile, all those places. Like it wouldn't take very much. Like if you made 50,000, you're in the top 1% or 10%.
Retiring in Mexico.
Come home, man. Just come home.
Have snow, man.
I do have snow in Chihuahua.
Come on,
Hey, you gotta be way up there though. And then I can't go anywhere because I can't fucking walk up those hills. That's fucked up.
Tarahumara, güey.
And
Gotta wear them.
I can't. I'm not a Tarahumara.
That's what the old people do. They just walk.
Start working out, man.
It's not that stupid. You're still gonna get old. You work out all you want. You're still gonna get old.
But
I've seen old people. I've seen old people that look they could go up hills and go upstairs. You can do it.
There's not a lot of them. There's a few of them.
Those are the people we always looked up to. Like, man, ese viejillo, no, hombre. Camina. Hasta la tienda.
Just like, what was it? Somebody sent the fucking TikTok or an Instagram reel or something about how that was my response to it, but the old folks home's going to be crunk when we're old because of all the great music we had.
What's his name? Luis.
That's literally like everybody thinks that. Every fucking generation since the 50s has thought that when they get old, it's going to be crunk because their music was the shit and they're crazy as fuck.
Okay, but
and then you get old and reality hits and you can't fucking move. You can't get out of your wheelchair. Like, you're sick. You get old. That's what happens.
But that's way later. Like, you could delay it. time. You're right. Time is chronological and it goes, but you could delay the effects of being old.
Yeah.
You can
really
work out all you want, eat all the healthy shit you got, and then you get cancer when you're 50, and you're fucked. It doesn't matter.
That's you said cancer. That's
Or
not fair.
We're talking about just getting
there's like a long list of diseases you can get. All this shit that we're eating, all this shit you just drank a beer, like all this stuff, it's
That
gonna
beer was
kill
delicious.
you.
Thank you for sharing.
All this
Hobbit.
shit's gonna kill you. Like we can hope all we
for
want.
For some reason, the Tarahumaras don't get all that.
because they don't do all the shit we do. They don't eat all the stuff we do.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
Tarahumaras.
Yeah.
Tarahumaras.
Look, and I think we've all. I don't know if you guys have the same thing, but I just turned 44, November 26th, and I've noticed that.
Happy birthday!
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. I've noticed that every year it gets harder and harder to stay in shape and to try to keep weight off. So every year you just make small changes. That's what I think that you have to do as you age.
Anybody want that?
That's what I think you have to do as you age. So if you continue to do that, then you can stay younger longer, so to speak. I'm not trying to be like fucking 60 and 70 and be homebound the whole time and not be able to go up and down like stairs and shit like that. I'm not trying to do that.
Walkers.
Nobody's
It's gonna
trying
suck.
to do that.
It's gonna suck because I'll be able to eat less of the foods that I probably enjoy and probably have to fucking drink less. But other than that, man, I'm willing to do the work. Like I like going to the gym. That shit, I like that. It relaxes me.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, you don't want to end up with a crutch or a walker.
A cane.
It's
A
walker?
cane.
Call it walker. Oh no, the walker's this one, right?
Yeah. Good luck to you, but you keep doing what you're doing, though.
I am going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Welcome at my house in Maine with flat surfaces.
I'm going to come and visit you when you have good weather. I'm going to get all the
Maine.
fucking
No, you'll be
chowder.
one of those summer people that come over. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mate.
What's the opposite of what do they call those? The birds? Winter birds? What do they call those shit in Florida? The people that come
Yeah, I know
down.
what you're talking about. I can't. What are they called?
What are they?
New
There's
Yorkers.
some sort of birds.
Yeah.
I don't know what birds they are. Migrators.
Anyway, yeah. Up there, they're just the summer people. Because there's like 2 or 3 months when you can come and it's nice. It just turns to shit again. The roads are shut down. And
Chowder. Hell yeah.
eat a lot of crab.
What was it called? The soup or whatever you're talking about?
Chowder.
Chowder.
Crab chowder.
Chowder.
That's so weird.
Soup. Is cereal?
What did you say you were talking
Is cereal soup?
Guanajuato.
Oh, I thought so.
Huh? Is cereal soup?
It is.
The
Technically.
fuck? No.
By definition.
No, don't do that. Don't
What?
call it soup, please.
It's milk soup.
We're not doing that right now. No, stop. Okay.
Milk and
What
corn.
do you mean? If not now, then when?
Never. All right.
What?
Y'all got anything?
You better have something fucking better.
No, what? You're not calling soup. Cereal soup. Stop. That's weird.
You know what my favorite soup was?
Okay.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I'm saying.
That was my favorite cereal as a kid too when I got to
Soup,
the United
soup,
States
soup.
because it made the milk taste like horchata.
Sugar, yeah, exactly.
So I got my fucking cereal and then I got an horchata drink.
At the same time, huh? Or
Oh, yeah.
after? You just
After. And then there was
frosted
usually
right over there.
flakes, man.
And you know
Frosted
what?
flakes.
and Cinnamon Toast Crunch was so good that they never really put toys in that bitch.
Didn't have to. You buy it anyway.
Holy shit. You're right.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
No papers, no coloring book, no nothing.
No coloring book.
I mean, just nothing.
No puzzles on the back for you to do.
It's just
no
a
word
cinnamon
search.
toast in the front. That's it.
No missing child. Okay.
We done?
I'm done.
I can't believe
We're
the
done.
people out there can't see me and haven't been able to see me for the past 20 minutes.
No, they can only see Adrian and George.
Sorry.
We gotta figure out what's going on with the fucking. We didn't have this problem last season, or last year, or whatever.
Oh, we're gonna call it seasons, but
No, we're not.
they're episodes.
No,
but
we're
it's
not.
It's
season.
too
This
late.
is season 2,
It's
but
too late.
No.
We already released the episode.
you
You
don't
weren't
need
You're
here.
calling it episodes.
You
So
don't,
episode
you don't,
56.
you
or
don't
57.
understand.
We're gonna call it seasons.
You don't understand what you have
Yeah,
to
we're
do.
gonna call it exactly.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna call it seasons, but
We're
okay,
gonna call
they're
it
just gonna keep naming them.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
yeah, last season.
Thank you for tuning in to season 2, Dorian. Thank you for coming on. Anything you want to?
Appreciate you guys having me here. It's a really nice setup and Shout out to Luis, wherever you're at, brother. I hope you're feeling better.
Nah, don't give him anything.
I wish you could have fact checked me on a lot of the shit I said because I lie a lot, man.
It's made up. It was all made up.
Okay, guys. Thanks.
Thanks, Doris.